in a kinetic manner. And in the non-kinetic space, the Commission is equally. Don't forget that social inclusiveness is very key in ensuring peace in the host communities. So industry, effectively by ensuring the, digitization, that is automation of the licensing and approval processes, that is speeding up licensing and approval processes itself will translate, of course, automatically to efficiency in operations by reducing delays. Reducing delays will reduce cost of operation 5 million barrels per day. And apart from that, the industry will begin to witness that, because we are concerned that a lot of that is capacity to increase our oil production is locked in the deep offshore areas. And for that, we are coming up with initiative whereby the Commission will encourage, cluster development in a manner to address infrastructural challenge. So we are going to come up with initiative in which development will be done in clusters, to leverage economies of scale. So all these are a mixed bag of activities that the Commission is embarking on, at least to ensure that we meet our targeted production. Thank you.
Thank you, JCC. Very robust outline of the building blocks for the future. Mr. Adeyemi Bello, you are wearing many hats right now. The OPEC chairman of the Board of Governors, first EMP CEO, used to be the erstwhile chairman of IPPG, and your business has a key role in the Renaissance portfolio. But let's first talk about your role in the OPEC Board of Governors. So we are not sure whether maybe you are the first industry person to be in that role, but definitely the first in recent times, to the knowledge of most of us. So there's a lot of curiosity. What is the job about and how are you finding it? And then in light of that, how is Nigeria interest being projected in OPEC, particularly in context of getting the quotas that's going to be necessary for us to produce the volumes that we aspire to produce?
Thank you, sir. I think first, let me just thank Heirs Energies for this forum. It's apt, it's early in the year, and it's about how do we grow production. So a big thank you to the Heirs Group, but also to Heirs Energy for enabling this kind of event. And that's why you see all of us participating, because we're hugely interested in getting production up, because that's probably, if you have to think of the key factors that can drive this country's economy, we need oil to get out of oil, and we need the oil revenues as well. So I think the beauty of being new into OPEC is to let everyone know that actually OPEC and Nigeria has a framework. On this panel, OPEC has a conference, which is the leadership end of OPEC, that has delegations, mainly ministers, and the head of delegation, who is the head of the OPEC framework in Nigeria, is seated on my right, Honorable Minister Heineken Lokobiri. And that structure is probably the most important structure because they take the big decisions. As an OPEC governor, you represent Nigeria and see it as a company. OPEC has a secretariat that does all the things you hear about. Demand and supply balance, a massive secretariat in Vienna, But that secretariat needs a board of governors to help make sure their affairs are well governed. And when they're well governed, they can make presentations to the conference where our honorable minister sits. And I think it's important to let everyone know how that structure works. Yes, I've been announced as OPEC governor for Nigeria, and in 2025, Nigeria holds the chairman's role. But if I also add a few things, the OPEC structure in Nigeria is actually quite robust. It holds the legs of the Ministry of Petroleum Oil. It holds the leg of the regulator, both the commission and the authority. So another key participant in OPEC is CCE, who sits here. Also, the National Oil Company is a key stakeholder in the whole OPEC structure of Nigeria. And then also all of you, because you have to demonstrate the production so that we can get the quota we're looking for. So I thought it would be useful to just share this. So everyone talks about, am I the first? I don't know. But myself and the minister, myself and CC, said I'm probably the bridge between the public sector of the oil and gas industry and the private sector. And I think I've been chosen to make sure that bridge works. Because there's no use getting quota if we cannot contribute to production. So for me, it's an honor to represent. So when you ask me what is my role, chairman of a board. The board sits so many times a year. The company, the secretariat, does all the magic they do, but they can't approve them. They need the board. And the board is made up of all member countries who are members of OPEC. And my job is to chair that group